Hey, welcome back again, everybody. Doug Kyle Holtz here, and this is my FTH 223 Module 4 assignment. We have something different today, even though this is for hammer-fired pistols. We have uh, our PSA dagger, and we have the mass driver compensator that we're going to add to this thing. So getting us started real quick, we'll go ahead and ensure that we're clear. Nothing in our source of feed. All right, there's nothing along the breech face here attached to the breech face, and we have went ahead and chamber flagged ourselves out so we don't have to show the inside. All right, so we're clean and clear. We'll go ahead and get this thing disassembled. We'll be right back. Okay, welcome back, everybody. We've got our slide assembly. We're going to start off by just removing our guide rod and recoil spring assembly and setting it to the side. So we have a small bushing here that will go inside. I'll show you how to do that first. But what we want to do to start everything off is I'm actually going to take a little bit of our blue Loctite and put it on the end of my threaded cap here, the Allen cap. So what we want to do is squeeze just a little bit onto our Q-tip here. All right, I want to get two sides. That way I can hit as much as possible and just place it in and spin. Oh, that's the wrong side. So our threaded side's right there. Place it in, spin a little bit, and make sure we get it on the threads and the threads only. All right, pulling it out, we're going to wipe up the excess real fast to make sure that none of it gets on the spring or any other components that we have. But we can go through and safely put just a bit onto our thread system as well for the guide rod. So just a dab, and we will go from there. All right, just a small wrap around on that Q-tip real fast. Another little dab to make sure that we get this thing locked in place. And this is non-permanent Loctite. That's why we're going with blue, because we don't want this thing to be stuck on and possibly cause problems in the future with carbon buildup. So starting everything off, we'll go ahead and assemble our spring, our recoil spring and our guide rod system. All right. And we're going to take our bushing here. The bushing has an indentation side. We're going to actually push that forward, and the flat or concave, if you will, spot will actually go down towards the barrel. So we want everything facing towards the muzzle, if you will, just like so. And then we're going to have to try and get everything in place as quickly as possible. But we do have time before the Loctite begins to set up. So as we start to guide our spring system, our spring assembly and guide rod assembly here, what we can do is actually compress this as we go, holding it in place, and get, with a little bit of luck, guide everything properly through the hole without marring up our threads. Come on, get through there. There we go. We're pushing through, as you can see. All right. Just every so often the spring may hang up. All right, I am definitely not left-handed. So push that into place, lock the barrel into its locking position, and we put the actual flat edge down. So once that's in place, we can go ahead and take our spring system that we have for the exterior, drop that in place, and actually feed the guide rod, because this muzzle brake sits on the guide rod system, feed it into place, and then take our screw, our Allen screw, put it into place and push down and begin to thread it real fast. All right, if that works. If not, we can take our Allen key and push down on it as well to give it a little bit more resistance so that we're pushing it down square to thread it on. And all you have to do after that is tighten it up. So once we have it fully assembled, our slide back together, we're going to go through and do a functions check. All right, that's what it looks like. It does rock, but we've been told by the university that it does work out. So we'll go ahead and get this thing reassembled. Okay, with our dry functions check, first thing we're going to do is actually charge the weapon. Okay, we're going to go through, test the safety. We really didn't do anything to the frame, so there shouldn't be an issue with the safety. Hold it to the rear. Charge it one more time, release. We should hear our reset. There we go. We got our metallic click. Pull the trigger again. Listen for the reset one more time. All right, there it is. We're going to pull the trigger. We have lockup of our magazine, and it locks to the rear, so our entire weapon system locks up. Real quick, with our snap caps, we'll do the same exact thing. We're just going to put two in. We'll leave the third one out for luck. All right, and we'll go ahead and place this thing into operation. Same thing happens. We push the trigger. Nothing happens. Okay, away from the safety. We actually depress the safety, and it fires. We hear the firing, or the striker hit the snap cap. So charging it to the rear, it ejects properly. Okay, so listening for our reset. We have trigger reset on the Sears. All right, pulling the trigger again, and we have a lock to the rear. Checking the magazine one more time to make sure we're good. our weapon system is good to go. Hope you enjoyed this. It was a real quick video. We only had 6 minutes today to knock this out in, so hopefully we met time. Hope to see you back next week. It'll be our very last video for the FTH 223 series and for the handgun specialist course that's through Sonoran Desert. After that, we're going to have a lot of fun, but unfortunately, I also have to get shoulder surgery, so I'll be doing this one-armed and swimming one-armed and in a circle and everything as well. So hope you enjoy.